Americans are getting more packages delivered than ever before, aren't we? And it means that more shipping trucks are on the road, too. But as truck traffic has exploded, the government and the industry have not been able to stop dangerous trucking companies from operating, leading to consequences that can be deadly. CBS News chief investigative correspondent Jim Axelrod has more on these so-called chameleon carriers.
Some 5,000 people died in trucking accidents in 2024. Up more than 50% from 15 years ago.
There's part of it that we're having a lot more things delivered than we were before. And everyone who delivers is trying to find some way of avoiding responsibility if they put someone unsafe on the road.
Delilah Coleman was only 5 years old.
President Trump put a spotlight on the issue when he spoke about Delilah Coleman in this year's State of the Union address.
Delilah, please, you are a great inspiration. Please stand up.
In 2024, an 18-wheeler carrying ice cream for Target struck a car she was riding in.
You want to walk down the stairs by yourself, or you want me to hold your hand?
Leaving her severely disabled.
Were you worried your daughter was not going to survive?
Yeah, especially when they told me that her skull got crushed.
Marcus Coleman is Delilah's father.
Hi. She has a mentality right now about an 18-month-old.
The government says the truck driver in this case is from India and was in the U.S. illegally.
That's why tonight I'm calling on Congress to pass what we will call the Delilah Law, barring any state from granting commercial driver's licenses to illegal aliens.
Can you have fast?
But Marcus Coleman, a trucker himself, and other safety advocates say the legislation only addresses part of the problem. It doesn't hold brokers accountable.
Trust me, I'm upset with the driver, I'm upset with the carrier, but if we don't go after the broker, this is going to continue happening.
CBS News obtained records that tie C.H. Robinson to the truck that injured Delilah. The Colemans are suing, alleging the broker failed to perform an in-depth safety review of the trucking company.
And it's not hard at all. Within 30 seconds, we found out how many out of services he had, we found out how many violations they had, how many suspensions, car accidents.
C.H. Robinson turned down our request for an interview. They are fighting the Coleman lawsuit and told us the trucking company they hired had subcontracted the load to another driver without their knowledge. Diana?
Jim, can you explain to us what C.H. Robinson's role in the industry is?
Yeah, Adriana, it's complicated, but C.H. Robinson doesn't have their own trucks. They simply exist as a broker. In other words, if Walmart needs flowers moved, they contract with C.H. Robinson, and the company finds the actual truck that will move the flowers. Now, there are a number of these brokers. C.H. Robinson is the biggest one in the business. They're a Fortune 500 company that did more than $16 billion in revenue last year.
Wow, and I know that your investigation was extensive. You spent a lot of time looking into this. What exactly did it uncover?
Yeah, so our investigation found the company often hired trucking companies, C.H. Robinson often hired trucking companies with a history of safety problems, including what are called chameleon carriers. Now, these are firms that paper over poor safety records by simply shutting down and reconstituting under a different name. Same drivers, same company, same management, different name.
These are scary details. So what did C.H. Robinson say about your reporting?
So in a statement to us, the company told us they only work with federally licensed carriers, and that is key because they say it's the government that has unique authority, data, and expertise to determine whether a carrier is fit to operate. They also told us that when the government tells them a trucker is unsafe, they are automatically blocked from carrying loads.
All right, Jim, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks for having me.